good at playing a-holes.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you something. And as a Walking Dead fan, like huge fan, I said when he told me that when I read this announcement when I found out, put it all together, I said he did a great job in Walking Dead. He did an awesome job. Yeah. Shane, the original Shane, day one Shane, was very believable.
Yeah,
sure. He shaved his head and sent chills down everybody's spine because he played that character well as well, and they were two different characters.
Yes.
My question is, what character are we going to get for? I mean, the man is obviously a professional. He's an amazing actor, but that's what I'm going to immediately associate him with automatically is one of those two Shanes, and I can guarantee you, bald-headed Shane is probably what we're going to get.
No, what we're going to get is everything that he brings to every role. If you've seen Fury, that's the same thing.
Right.
If you've seen Wolf of Wall Street, same thing.
Yeah.
You know, the moment they announced him as being cast, I just sat there going, well, duh. Yeah, it makes sense. He's probably the only actor. He's born to play the Punisher.
Well, and I agree. I actually wanted Tom Hardy to be cast in the role at first because I didn't realize how much I wanted that until Tom Hardy said he wanted that. And I was like, that would be perfect. Tom Hardy is a great actor. Marvel should definitely snatch him up. Then they cast Jon Bernthal, and I was like, okay, I can live with this. It's going to be good. I don't think it would have been as good as Tom Hardy, but I think it'll be good.
I'm down with you. I like Tom Hardy, but wow, this is just about perfect. I mean, because he looks like the character.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of how he's drawn in the comics.
Hi, this is Tom Kane, the voice of a Jedi Master named Yoda, and you're listening to Fanatics and the Fan.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to get a closer look at the Punisher from the comics, or are they going to do what they've been doing with a lot of other stuff and just rewrite the character?
Whatever they want to do. It's Marvel Studios. I will say this.
What would you like?
That's a very good
What would you
question.
like?
What would I like? I'd like it to be good. I'd like it to be consistent with the kind of writing that we've come to expect on this series. So,
right.
I feel like with their Netflix, they're trying to stick more to the comics because Daredevil was taken and from a couple different lines, and they made something new with it, but they did try to use that source
Now, correct me
material.
if I'm wrong, but Foggy didn't ever know until the end of Daredevil that he was Daredevil, correct?
has anybody here not seen every episode yet?
No, I'm talking about in the comic. Foggy Nelson didn't know until the end of the comic.
Well, yeah, Foggy eventually figured out, you know.
Well, I mean, they...
Yeah,
but I mean,
right.
You say the end of the comic, but I mean, Daredevil comics have been spanning for so long. I mean,
Right.
that's a relative term.
Yeah.
True.
I had a friend who started watching Daredevil the other day, and he called me and he was like, I'm surprised this is so violent. And I was like, are you kidding me?
It's New
Seriously.
York, first of all.
Especially considering it's based off of one of the Max comics is one of the two that they pulled for Daredevil.
Yeah.
Well, and plus, it's street level crime. I mean, street level crime is always going to be, and street level crime fighting is always going to be more violent than a lot of the other fantastical counterparts.
That actually, and beautiful point, because that was leading me to the point I was getting ready to make.
Well, hold on. Whoa. This is only the first of two. Now, the big thing is the casting for Doctor Strange, because this is the big one. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Come on, man.
Whose name is very difficult to pronounce.
Yes, it is.
Just keep saying it. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, I'm sure Neil Patrick Harris did that lots of times. It did not help him.
Well, you know what? It helped me because I bought the movie Serenity. And so, you know, you have an opportunity to practice when you hear Joss Whedon say it.
That's true.
Which he did tell you that this was going to be the biggest actor out there. So thank you again, Joss. You did it again.
How can we, can we ever stop thanking him?
No.
But
because you got to thank him for
Never.
Daredevil, too, because the showrunner of that show is one of his people.
he leads, and you put those two together, and you lead me into an interesting question that I'd like to offer the panel. You've got Daredevil over here, street level protector. We love him.
You know?
You've got Doctor Strange over here, which what's not to love about Doctor Strange?
Master of the mystical arts.
Yeah, but
he's
members of a certain secret organization wanted him dead, according to the Winter Soldier. So, you know.
But
When do
I would
people not
I would
want you
consider him
dead?
almost
Come on.
as almost as a galactic level, cosmic level power.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is cosmic level.
As a personal preference, you had to choose your favorite superhero, be it the street level side or the galactic side.
Or are we okay? But let's make it a little easier and just pick it strictly out of the Marvel canon.
We can do that.
Yeah.
That way we can narrow it down.
We can do that.
Can we have a spectrum, or is it just at a street level up to
one at a two.
Oh Christ!
But my favorite doesn't actually fall in just one of the
Neither
two. My
does mine.
favorite.
That's why I'm asking you. Pick. If you were to pick someone, if you had an option.
Okay.
You're getting ready to go and fight the zombies from The Walking Dead. Who you taking with you?
My favorite is Captain Marvel / Miss Marvel.
Yes.
And she has had times where she is street level. She has had times where she has been cosmic.
But her powers are more cosmic.
She's cosmic. I would say she was cosmic.
Well, when she was Warbird, it wasn't. Because she didn't have any powers at that point, except for her strength. Essentially.
I love you.
Okay,
girls.
yeah.
We all do.
And whereas she's binary, she's 100% cosmic. I mean...
They can always tell when they've changed writers, too. Because the characters just change all of a sudden.
My favorite street level character, hands down, has always been the Punisher. I've always loved Frank Castle. I've loved the movies that they did, even though some of it I didn't love everything about. But
really?
Man,
you were down with Rutger Hauer, huh?
well, not that one.
Never that
Thomas
one.
Jane was fantastic as the Punisher.
Rutger Hauer and Lou Gossett Jr. It was awful.
It was bad.
Yeah, I remember.
So, we try to forget.
Yeah.
But it's bad. But no, I mean, if I had to take a dude into the zombie apocalypse, hands down, it would be Frank Castle.
So Rutger Hauer actually played the Punisher?
Yes, he did. It was so bad.
Are you sure?
It was one of the worst.
Maybe they just put him on film and were just like,
wasn't-
do something.
It wasn't Rutger Hauer.
I gotta say my favorite street level person, I want to say Captain America, because he is the person I would want to take into a zombie apocalypse. Although he has such a strong moral center that he'd probably be problematic and trying to actually kill zombies. It would be like, okay, Cap, I need you to get rid of this zombie. And it'd be like, but it was a person. Well, it's not anymore. He'd have like a horrible moral center, so I'd have to take him and either Bucky or Natasha just together.
She's making her zombie apocalypse team.
That would be the team.
Ask for one person.
So why don't you just take Bucky as Cap and be done with it?
Yeah, that could work.
And my thing is you've totally...
And he's got the metal arm, so.
There's been 2 people that have already done this and have actually succeeded for the Marvel Universe against zombies, and Chris has picked one of them. The other one has not been picked.
I already got mine, so I'm just waiting to hear what Keith's got to say.
Well, street level. Man.
Or cosmic
Or cosmic.
level.
Cosmic.
Your choice.
So basically, who's your favorite hero is what it comes down to.
Well, no, because I'm trying to get rid of everybody in the middle. I want this cosmic. I just want
my character overall. I mean, if I had to pick one Marvel character who I've always liked, it's the Vision. Vision's my boy.
I would
Yeah.
definitely consider him cosmic,
For sure.
and obviously he's one of my first loves.
I mean,
And
he's got it down.
I just don't see Vision killing zombies. No, that's my
No.
thing.
You know
you
what?
sure?
I don't know, because...
Actually, there's some variations of the Visions where he's got a little nuts.
I don't know. Okay,
Paul
so...
Bettany is the Vision?
Well, but-
oh man.
Well, isn't... Technically, you could say that Ultron is kind of a zombie in Age of Ultron, because he's not technically alive, but he does have working, like, a way to think about things and all of that.
Yeah. The cinematic version of the Vision is good. I like him. The
I
comic book
really
version
enjoyed
of the Vision.
The whole ways to get the Avengers to trust you scene in that
Yeah.
was amazing.
Very well done.
It
And
was
again,
great.
it's another testament to Joss's skills of storytelling. You know,
The bickering at the end of the movie was lovely.
I think the
In addition
actors
to
bring
that.
that in a little bit.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I just, for me, the Vision is just a character that I think would think logically about the situation and have no real problem trying to wipe out the zombies the same way one would probably wipe out viruses.
Yeah.
Considering the effect that it would have on the world,
Yeah.
and he's all about saving lives anyway.
Yeah.
And he can't be affected.
That's a true story.
Yeah, true.
That is a true story.
And even though I wasn't intending on qualifying this with the zombie apocalypse, I have my choice. Wolverine.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good choice.
Except if he did get bit, then I would leave him now alone. But still.
See, I would have at least
But with his healing factor, it's not necessarily
but things
impossible
go wrong.
It's not impossible that if he was bitten, his body wouldn't be able to metabolize the thing differently than a human would.
But how many times within a particular period?
So, speaking of that, our good friend Cullen basically wrote this whole story already with Night of the Living Deadpool.
Yes,
because
he did.
Deadpool also has the healing factor, and let's face it.
That was good. That would have been my second choice, but I would have slapped him because his humor is so...
Well, I mean...
Moving over into that area, Colossus may not be a bad choice. He can armor up and you can't bite him. I mean...
And I'm pretty sure you could probably, tear zombies' heads off.
Exactly.
Pretty much. I was, we're thinking ultimately somebody that could do anything.
I wonder what
Galactus.
what effect Rogue's powers would have on a zombie. Would it drain it? Because it's already dead.
Now that is an interesting
Would
question.
it kill Rogue?
Yeah, it's a really good question. When she becomes
I love these girls,
I
man.
don't know. She'd probably have Gambit with her, looking at her in French.
But I'm sorry, I guess if you were going to take Wolverine, I would rather take X-23, because at least she has a trigger set that you can make her go crazy after the zombies, and they're not going to make it.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about Rogue. I don't think Gambit would want to hit that.
Yeah.
He was dead.
That is true.
So maybe he would.
And there was in the...
This topic just took a turn.
I love it.
Really short amount of time when they were all when she and Gambit were trapped and her powers mysteriously disappeared. Then he wanted to hit that.
Well, of course.
Well,
When she couldn't kill him.
To be fair,
he wanted to hit
Gambit
that.
has always wanted to hit that.
That's true, but he couldn't logically
Always.
figure out how to hit that.
Have you seen how
until
she's
that
drawn? Everybody's always wanted to hit that, but still, he's got a point.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this topic is taken off to, and I don't really care. I'm enjoying it. So let's stay in this area.
I would have thought Hawk would have gone with the Watcher.
That seems like a horrible idea. I'm just gonna sit back here
And
you do
watch.
You do your thing.
I feel like you could take a Vampire Slayer.
Blade would have done very well.
Because it's basically the same rules with zombies, is to take off their heads.
Well, the question is, could you take Ghost Rider? Does he get affected by that? I mean...
That's a good
That's
question.
what I was thinking initially.
It's
Ghost
all
Rider
like already...
I love when
kind
geeks
of
get
not
together, man.
necessarily
There's no
alive
telling what
people.
would happen.
That's the problem.
So this, of course, this popped right into my head. We were talking earlier about what you go home to watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And The Walking Dead is one of those shows that you don't have to DVR because you're sitting there watching it.
That, along with Game of Thrones, are just the must-see as it's happening.
That was
Seasons
my,
1 through 5 of Supernatural.
That is my question. What are you currently still going home to watch? What's versus DVR? Is there a show that you're just going home to watch?
Yes. It's Game of Thrones back-to-back with Penny Dreadful. That is my
The day they come on.
Yeah, both. Because that's when they happen. HBO will show it, and then as soon as that goes off, you turn to Showtime, you watch Penny Dreadful.
Nice. I'm Walking Dead every Sunday when it's on. Walking Dead, I was right there, couldn't miss it. I was all on board.
I always watch Lost Girl when it comes on, and
Nice.
Archer when it's in season because it's amazing, and you can't watch it after it's on because then it's just not worth it.
It's not worth it, right?
You gotta watch it when it comes on. Those two.
Hi, this is Garrett
Lost
Wong. I
Girl,
played Star Trek Voyager's
if you missed
Ensign
one,
Harry Kim, and
and
you're
you
listening
didn't
to
realize you missed
Fanatics and the Fan.
Nothing makes any sense.
It's true.
Nothing at all.
I don't DVR much, to be honest. I watch a lot of things live, but The Flash. Like if I'm not gonna miss something, it's The Flash.
Now, that leads me to my next question. Are you more apt to be there for every season finale? Because we've had some amazing season finales
Oh yes,
this year.
I
was there for Arrow, Flash, Walking Dead, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, all of them. The heck with the record button. I was there.
I will say that, we're about to have that tomorrow night with Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Yes.
We've reached the end tomorrow for them, which after last the last 2 weeks episodes. Oh my goodness.